morning, my dear students. Today we are going to start Introduction to Chemistry. This is part 2. In first part, we have discussed about the science. What is science? And also we have discussed about the branches of science. Science has especially 3 branches: physics, chemistry and biology. And then we moved toward the chemistry. And we have discussed the chemistry has 3 branches: physical chemistry, inorganic chemistry and organic chemistry. We have discussed with the definition. Also we have discussed about the scientist. So same, the word scientist, you can see the another word is alchemy. So what do you mean by alchemy? I want to make you understand. Just see. Alchemy, the word alchemy has origin, it's in a Greek word, its name is chemia, mean art of transmuting metal. Transmuting metal. It was partially based on experimentation and partially on spiritual discipline. Means in that time, in Middle Age, science in the case of chemistry depends not only the fact and experimentation. It will depends on experiments and as well as on hypothetical concept or in spiritual thought. Means you cannot be cure yourself when you are getting sick by taking the pills. You must believe in God. There is some spiritual power is there. They thought that. Here again you can see the scientist, alchemy is there, who is conducting lots of theory and practical in his room. You can see in image. Here another definition is there, a type of chemistry especially in Middle Age that dealt with the trying to find a way to change ordinary metal into gold. What they are thinking that they can change ordinary metal into gold. They are thinking that ordinary metal into gold. We are trying to find medicine that would cure our disease. And they also are trying to find the medicine that can cure any disease. Means that is a part of chemistry, but the oldest name is that alchemy. And it was depends on both experiments as well as on spiritual discipline. Next, alchemist. Nowadays we are saying that scientist, chemist, its oldest name is that alchemist. A person who studied or practiced alchemy. The person who thinking and studying about the chemistry, you can say that is called alchemy. The medieval chemical science and speculative philosopher. Medieval means in classical time, in a Middle Age. Speculating philosophy that focus on attempt to change less valuable metal into gold. Means they are believing that they can change less valuable metal into gold. They are thinking that I can make the gold by using ordinary metal. And just see further, a stone was there. The name is that philosopher stone. You can see in the image, red color, philosopher stone. The goal of alchemist was to find the mythical and magical substances. They are thinking that it is a magical stone. It is a magical stone. Its name is that philosopher stone. They made the powder, magical powder, which on hitting with base metal, what is the name of base metal? Iron, copper, would turn into gold. They are thinking that when we hit this philosopher stone with these metals, what will happen? Gold will form. They are thinking that they can make the gold by the ordinary metal. Means it was not depends on the fact only, it was also a spiritual thought and hypothetical thought. So, what are the differences between alchemy and alchemist? The modern name is that chemistry, and alchemy is the oldest name of chemistry. Now, we are talking about chemistry. Actually, in that time they were talking about alchemy. So, here differences between alchemy and chemistry. Alchemy was the both scientific and spiritual. Already we have discussed scientific and spiritual. Scientific and spiritual means data whatever we got, it was not exactly correct. Alchemists never separated them. It also lacked a common language for its concept and process. There is a lacking in their language for the common people and the concept. But chemistry was completely separated from ancient traditional alchemy. Yes, my dear students, chemistry now it is a very clear, conceptual and based on experimentation and fact, and it depends on fact, experimentation and careful observation. You can see that. So, you can conclude by the definition whatever will get the result during the medieval age, it was not much correct. But now whatever we are getting result, we are saying chemistry, it's depends on only fact, experiments and careful observation. Means whatever will get the information about any substances in our locality, it is a correct, 100% correct, because chemistry, whatever we are talking about any substances, compound elements, we got the information, and in that information depends on fact, experiment and careful observation. And you can see in image what is the differences between chemist and alchemy. So, my dear students, please do not get confused what is the alchemy and chemist, what is the alchemy and chemistry. Alchemy depends on both spiritual as well as experiments, but chemistry depends on experiment, fact and careful observation. The middle age name was the chemistry, alchemy, and now we are saying it chemistry. Now, one scientist was there. The first scientist who made the clear distinction between alchemy and chemistry was Robert Boyle. You can see the image of Robert Boyle. He was the first scientist who made the differences between alchemy and chemistry in 1661 in his book. And what the name of that book? Spectacle Chemist. What the name of the book is that? Spectacle Chemist. And who was the scientist? Robert Boyle was the first scientist in 1661 who made the clear differences between chemistry and alchemy. So, now whatever we are studying in chemistry book, it depends on only fact and experiment, not the spiritual. Means whatever we are talking about, observing the data, it is 100% correct. Now, next topic is that it is a very important notable chemist and their contribution. In your book, lots of scientists name and their contribution are given, and it is very important what their contribution, what they did for the country. Just first of them, Antony Lavoisier. First scientist, the name is that Antony Lavoisier. in 1743 till 1794. He was French scientist was established that air contained more than one gases. He was the first scientist who said air is a mixture of many gases. And now we are knowing by the data nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide and many other gases are there. So, first scientist he was who explained the air contain more than one gases, and how he explained you can see. He also experimentally proved air is mainly composed on two gases, oxygen and nitrogen, but it is changed slightly in new data, but at that time he said in our atmosphere maximum part is nitrogen and second part is that oxygen, and there are many gases, but at that time he said that air is a mixture of gases, and almost he was right. Maximum part is a nitrogen and then second part is the oxygen, but there is also carbon dioxide. So, Antoine Lavoisier was the first scientist. He was able to show relation between metal and oxygen which lead to rusting. Yes, my dear students, you can see the rusting in your home also when you placed and when you left the iron object in exposed to air like your grill, window, all that which are made up of iron. After some time, after few days, you will find that brown layer will be deposited over the iron surface. That is called rust, and you know how it is formed. When iron react with oxygen, form metal oxide. Oxygen add with the metal, that is called metal oxide, and we know that the name of metal is that iron. Then you can say that iron oxide. So, he was the first scientist who said combination of iron and with the oxygen, and he said what is formed? Rusting. So, it was the first notable scientist who made it clear air has a mixture of gases. Second one is that he said our atmosphere composed of 80% of nitrogen and 20% oxygen, and also he explained the reaction between iron and oxygen which lead to formation of rust, and you can see browny layer over it, that is called rust, and you can see the image. So, please note down in your copy who was the first scientist and their contribution, and also we have discussed one scientist about what was the name of that scientist. Just see again, Robert Boyles, who made it clear difference between alchemy and chemistry. In his book, what the name of book is that? Here it is written, you can see that, and what time was there? 6061. So, next we will discuss in next classes about another scientist who gave the contribution in chemistry world, and also we will talk about the preservative which are using in our daily life. Till then, have a nice day, be safe, don't go outside, keep yourself inside the room. Thank you, have a nice day.